welcome once again to Swaddywell Pit. I'm putting this one out sort of midweek because it's too short to be a Friday 6 o'clock video, and I feel a bit like I was cheating people because this is only going to be like 3 or 4 minutes long. It's in the sort of category of chasing, searching for a special orchid, and it will be special to me because I love Bee Orchid variants, and once again Swaddywell Pit appears to have delivered, because another variant following on from last year's variant, following on from the previous year's Belgarums, has thrown up an atrofusca Bee Orchid. Now, what is that? Well, apparently, according to the internet, it was only first found in Sussex in 2021. That's the year after Colin Waller's book was produced, so it doesn't appear in there, or I don't think it appears in there. So yeah, this is going to be a rarity. There's only a few pictures I found on the internet from anywhere, so I'd love to find this. I have approximate instructions, but I shared them with somebody earlier today and he couldn't find it, so that doesn't fill me with confidence, but I'm going for it, and hopefully I can share with you the atrofusca Bee Orchid. Atrofusca is Latin for dusky black, and it's the sort of dark tone of a bee orchid, of a normal bee orchid, but without all the yellow stuff. So it's a one piece dark browny black. That's the theory. That's the theory. And yeah, I hope I find it. Otherwise all this will never see light of day. Well, I haven't found it yet, but I have bumped into some bee orchids in a location at Swaddywell that I've not seen bee orchids at before. In fact, there's a real big one here. It's gone over. It's not often at Swaddywell you see multi-flower bee orchids, and that one has had 3, 4, 5, 6 even. Unusual. That looks quite scary. That is an upside down bee orchid. There's a couple of flowers on this one that are upside down. They're going over now, unfortunately, but they would have been upside down. It hasn't just turned because it's getting old. That is weird. Looks like a bit of African tribal art. Okay, so what's going on? There's another one. This one is kind of fully open and fresh and upside down. Swaddywell is a weird place. Strange things happen here. I keep finding bees, and I was told the atrofusca, well, I couldn't come up with an easier to pronounce name than that one, but the atrofusca was growing amongst these other bees, so I get the impression we're warm. I can see it. I can see it. There you go, Offrey sapifera atrofusca. What a mouthful. What a mouthful. But that is it. Looks about right. Fully brown, there's no yellow markings on it. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's what it is. Don't know any better. And another one chalked up for Swaddywell Pit. And unfortunately, I suspect it won't be here next year, but you never know. Now, I was told there was a second one, but she was a bit unsure about that one, so I'm going to have a bit of a scratch around, see if I can find it. I mean, that could be it. That could be another one, but I'm not 100% sure. It's more brown and black, and it could just be going over, but I don't know. That could well be it. The rest of the flower looks fresh, so that could be Not as good as the other one, but yeah, I'll grab that one. It could be a second atrofusca. There you go, found it. Tick that one off. Really pleased, and big shout out to Swaddywell Pit for delivering yet another strange rarity. Why Swaddywell, heaven only knows, but they seem to deliver at least one strange stroke rare orchid every season. What's going to come next year? Really pleased. Always like looking for bee variants, and I seem to be ticking them off quite fast now thanks to Swaddywell. So great to see that one, and thanks for the tip off from the young lady who found it initially. Really pleased with that. I've kind of given away the location without going into great detail. If you watch this and you know Swaddywell, you know where it is. It's probably gone over by the time this video comes out, and I hate to say it, but I suspect next year it won't be here, just like the other variants on the other side of this lower part of Swaddywell, just like they haven't come back again, just like the lizard never came back again, so, and the Belgarums never came back again, so it probably isn't going to reappear again, so you may have to make do with the video. But great to see, and thanks for popping out and keeping me company, and I will be back on Friday at 6 o'clock with a proper video. May not have atrofusca in it, but it should be something special, and I'll see you then.